What's the vibrations? Is Red Hef, Red Ink, the voice of the Velt. I'm here with Jay Vegas of the POEMSTARS. He just graced the stage. What do Black History Month mean to you, bro?
Black History Month means a lot. It don't mean as much to me as a month. I feel it should be a year. We should think about this every day of the year. We should remember every day of the year, not just the shortest month of the year. We should be teaching our kids because the schools aren't teaching our kids anymore. They trying to cut that out the curriculum. So, you know what I mean? Black History Month is cool, but let's make this Black History Year, Black History Decade. Let's never forget and always remember our history every day.
That's right. We can never forget where we came from, our past, to know more about our future, where we headed. So, you know what I'm saying? Respect to our ancestors. Peace.
Okay, also you can go, we have a table in the back. We offer financial literacy workshops right now. We do them bi-weekly, they're for free. Part of developing our community is developing financially and economically, right? We have to have, equity in our communities, right? Because it's Black History Month, so why can't we talk about it a little more this month? But you know what? Black History Month is every month for me. All right. You know, we do this 365. We empower our communities. Our hands are in the soil. You know why? Because that's why we use the word cultivate, because we help to grow lives, develop them the right way. Like I said, stop in the back. We do financial literacy, first-time home ownership. We do all those great things. So please participate, you know, and create generational wealth. So next we're going to have up two brothers that did a little travel that I work with, because I work with different people in the industry abroad, but there's also opportunities out there for growth. And I'm going to bring up Razia and Ramin. You're going to come up. It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Does anyone know about that?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be some great events that's happening in the city that we're participating in. Eric Adams doing enough of us to say, hey, give us an opportunity, and they're going to explain a little bit more about that.
All right. Peace, everybody. Peace. So, I'm Ramin. This is Basir. We're two of the members of the 50th anniversary of hip hop team. This includes Ice-T, Muhammad Islam, a few other folks from the icons from way back, 1973 to present, right? A few years ago, we had the foresight to think about what the 50th anniversary should look like, seeing the 50th anniversary of rock and roll and all the billions and all the, energy that was poured into that. We feel like hip-hop culture deserved the same type of recognition. But our concern was we didn't just want it to be a party, we wanted it to be something that supports the communities that birthed the culture, right? Right out of here, South Bronx in New York, black and brown people made hip-hop, right? They built the culture. So what we did is we created a huge program that's gonna run from now all the way through the anniversary on August 11th, 2023, and continue on until the eve of the 51st anniversary in 2024, when the Universal Hip Hop Museum will open its doors. We partnered with the museum, we partnered with a bunch of organizations, and the point being that we build a permanent bridge back to the communities that birthed the culture. So we put together a $250 million fund that supports 50 organizations working in violence prevention, criminal justice reform, health and wellness, youth engagement, and housing and food security, to build programs that look at a holistic approach to healing the communities that birth the culture. Got a lot of events coming up at the end of February. Last weekend in February, we're doing a pop-up. Hip Hop is Black History. We'll be doing a similar pop-up every month to uplift, Women's Month, the Queens of Hip Hop, right? Black Music Month, obviously hip hop is connected to the music. Latin Heritage Month, Native American Heritage Month, LGBTQ plus I month, right? It's about time some point we gotta recognize those folks in the community as well, in the hip hop community, right? But we encourage y'all to go out and check out the website, the 50th anniversary of hip-hop.com. Donate, participate, build with us. We'd love to build with all of y'all. And we saw an amazing event tonight. Thank you so much. This music is healing, right?
Yes. This is my family. I gotta put my brother right here on the spot because he never likes to talk, but he does phenomenal things. We brainstorm a lot of what's going on in our community. We talk about that. We became brothers and sisters through growth and development into intellectual property and then our hearts, right?
Yeah,
So I'm going to definitely let him speak and say a couple words.
yeah, please. Thank you, everybody. Peace. My name is Basir Phillips. You know, I'm grateful to be here. It's an amazing event. You know, I love the music. My father's actually a jazz player on guitar and bass and everything like that. So just hearing it heals me as well in so many different ways. I just want to thank everybody. Like I said, one of the things that I'm passionate about is giving back to the community. Music is one way, but you know, making a difference in our community with financial literacy, education. You know, making our youth aware of this here. And, you know, my passion is about stopping the violence, preventing the violence, and stopping the death that's going on in our community. It's tragic to see so many young black men die. You know, I don't even want to talk about the person that was violently hurt and died recently, but you know, that's the kind of situations of things that we're trying to prevent and make a difference. You know, it's always about upliftment, empowerment, and making a difference in our future. And one of the things that I like about our future in our outreach is that we're trying to make a difference for the next 50 years of hip hop.
That's right.
And that to me will, you know, start to heal more people, bring about consciousness for our youth so they can see where they should be going and not the direction that they're going now, which is, you know, the gangs and the violence and things like that. So me and my sister right here, we are very passionate about making a difference in our community, as we all should. You know, young, old, it doesn't matter. You know, I heard a young brother, very, very passionate, back there while I was sitting listening to the brother give his speech, his spoken word, and how it touched him. And it touched us all in many different ways. You know, so I just want us to stay on board, keep our light shining, and stay focused on what we're trying to do. You know, uplift our community and make that true difference. Thank you very much, everybody. Love the music.
But before my brothers leave, we're going to have a moment of silence right now. We're going to bow our heads because we lost too many of our young men and women senselessly. We're going to pray to the ancestors to cover us, to give us grace and mercy, to protect our children's coming and goings, our coming and goings as adults, right? We're just going to put our heads down. We're going to have a moment of silence. Thank you. It's always so emotional. Always so emotional. Every time we see the news and it's a life lost, what's going to be on the news? Sometimes we don't even want to watch the news anymore, right? Because we're like, what's going to happen now? You know, what's going to happen between the economy just going out of control, we're losing our lives. It's just a lot. So we always have to release that. And what's better way than through music, right? Whether it's hip hop, I'm a hip hop head. I'm going to let you know that right now. So, you know, through hip hop, like I said, jazz, when I want to bring it down, is we have to appreciate and respect it and also support the artists. We got to, you know, a lot of times it's a lot of jazz shows, people say, oh, that's too much money, I can't go. But look at all the talent right here. All right. Look what they're doing. This is an art, you know. And I said, from jazz all the way to scratching, right? That's an art. From breakdancing to graffiti, self-expression is everything. So always feel free to express yourself. We're going to go into a brief intermission. There's some wine in the back, some cheese, before we go to the second half of the production. I want y'all just to mix and mingle. We have more speakers to come up. We have some information. We have some health tips. So just enjoy yourself. But mix and mingle. See who's sitting around you.
Where I'm from, people are dying and bulls are flying and babies are crying, searching for their parents' arms so they can escape harm and escape to harmony. Parents try to find money so their children won't be hungry. And you say, you know me? You don't know shit about the tears I've shed, about the blood I bled. I have to live my life so my children can have a chance to get ahead, because I don't know if I'm the next one in my neighborhood dead. You don't know how it feels to walk to the store and have to constantly look back because you might get attacked by someone of your own race for the color of your baseball cap. You don't know how it feels to see your mother cry because she got a phone call saying your brother died. Tears running down her eyes that will never drop. And the more you try to be strong and hold it in, the pain gets worse inside. What you know about living in fear? Your character being judged by the clothing you wear. Where I'm from, selling drugs and robbing people are the biggest careers. And you think you know me? Motherfucker, you got no idea of how it feels to be a black man just trying to live his dream. So don't you dare tell me you know what I mean. Because you don't know how it feels. How it feels to see a culture being killed. It's a pain from a scar that will never heal. You don't know me. You don't know anything about where I'm from. And you never will.
Yo. POEMSTARS.
I got one more for you guys. So I know in the black community it's a joke, you know, when you light skin, you know, like bright, house Negro, or other stuff. You know what I mean? But we got feelings too. So, you know what I mean? I wrote a poem in thoughts of how a house Negro will feel. Got one here? Yeah. All right. Here you go. House Negro was the name I was branded before I was mature enough to understand it. I was called a house Negro. See, while they fought to be equal to white people, all I ever wanted was the location to be dropped from in front of my name and be treated the same. All I ever wanted to be was a Negro. But I wasn't mama's baby. They said I was master's baby. So it felt like they never loved me. It felt like they always judged me. It felt like they had to hate me. I always thought maybe, just maybe, if my hair wasn't so wavy, or if I played in the mud long enough that it would stick to my skin, then I would blend in and they wouldn't look at me crazy. But my new darkened complexion would lessen every night as I bathed, and every night as they prayed for their freedom. I prayed to be with them. I prayed to be a field slave. And as I aged, I felt more enraged. I felt more alone, more bitter. Because the only time they didn't call me house Negro is when they called me house nigger. And if they figure living in Master's Garage was hard, what makes you think living in the house was safe? See, I might have some of his features on top of my head or on my face, but when you look inside my eyes, you see my ancestors' face as they were being raped. I'm a secret. I'm a crime. I'm an accident. And the inside I'm a Negro, and the outside I just look a little different. You see them being whipped with that whip as their fingers was pricked, as they picked cotton was horrible. But what most people have forgotten is what comes second to experiencing the pain is watching. See, I would have rather been in Master's barn when it rained, sleeted, when the snow stormed. I would have rather been in my father's or mom's arms, a place I would never want to leave from. It's so crazy because They fought so hard so they wouldn't be called a nigga, and all I ever wanted was to be one.
Okay, did y'all feel that? Jay Vegas, we thank you for your transparency. Y'all don't know, like I know his family, so those words are so real. So real. We're losing our black men at a high rate, and it impacts not only that individual, the mother, it impacts the whole family. We never asked about the children, right? Or the siblings of those who lost someone. That's something that we have to talk about because he's that product. So when you see him, you give him that smile, you give him that encouragement, you give him that love because he's been through everything he talked about. So that transparency, we have to respect that. You know, like I said, it's true. Transparency. So what we're going to do is next, we're going to go, let's see who we have here. So we have the co-founder of Cultivating Lives of a nonprofit, my other half, Jamie Freeman. He's going to come up and speak about the works that we do. Come on up. I'm putting him on the spot because normally he doesn't do this out there.
Yes. And I'm going to read it also so I don't mess it up. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hope y'all enjoying this experience. We're all experiencing it right now. All right, I'm Jamie Freeman. I'm the co-founder of Cultivating Lives with my other half, Sean Lewis. I'm a proud president of Hempstead Community. So our Cultivating Lives, thank you. And we're here to try to help as much as we can in Hempstead. It's for all those that really want to help, you know, but we don't give up on no one. So Cultivating Lives, what we do, we provide financial literacy and empowerment tools to individuals living in compromised areas. And pretty much not within just here, but we do it through this whole state of New York.
Notice the energy that we all have. So I just have one small request. Don't y'all be stingy, yeah? That's right, pass it on. It don't take much to make someone else feel good. A real smile, nothing. We are who we're waiting for. You understand that? Let's do our part, every little bit. Love one another in the sense of caring and sharing. That's what this is all about. That was great. That was truly great. Thank you. Because I'm going to carry that with me. This is my I'll vote.
That was amazing. Somebody had the good foot, though. He did something different right there, right? His body parts are going in 10 different directions at the same time, right? That was like, wow, I can't do that. I said, let me see it on the side. But that's what it's about, right? Just feeling good. Don't y'all feel good? Yeah. Just look around. Everybody's looking good. And then y'all smiling. And I tell you, that's amazing. We're going to go into our next spoken word piece. Well, actually, I'm going to bring somebody up that came in. It's so many leaders in our community, right? I got to do something. I have one of my sisters here, Candace from Hempstead Caring Hearts. She's out there feeding the homeless. You see them out there in the supermarkets, just all over in the family and the seniors. She does amazing things with the seniors. So I'm just going to say for Hempstead Caring Hearts, raise your hand, sir. Candace, raise your hand. But she's doing it out here. So I appreciate her, everything that she does. You can follow Hempstead Caring Hearts on Facebook. You can see, you can donate. If you got old clothes, that's still in good condition, right? Food, guess what? The seniors and the individuals out here in Hempstead, they need it. So, you know, when you're throwing that extra plate of food away, just think about how you can conserve or how you can get to another. Check on your seniors and make sure that they are okay. Your neighbors. Just check on them. Just ask them. But sometimes just give. Don't even ask them because pride stops us sometimes, right? From receiving. So be a giver because when you're a giver, you will receive. Be blessed to be a blessing. Right? That's how it goes. So I'm going to pull to the front. B. Jones. I'm going to be at his event supporting him. He's here supporting me. It's like a Sue a round robin. Remember the round robin from back in the days, right? I'm kind of telling my age. But we would go do that in the clubs, right? Go out, the round robin. We was here, Gladys Den, this, right? But guess what? We're doing this in my circle for good, for change. So now we have B. Jones is going to come up here and explain a very important topic that we need to discuss.
I'd like to first say thank you to LaShawn, her husband Jamie. Like she stated, my name is Brian Jones.
We call him B. Jones.
They call me B. Jones in the streets. I'm the creator of There's Only One Hempstead. So if you've ever been to Hempstead Day or anything else, then you're looking at the orchestrator. But in the same breath, I give all the honor and all the glory to the Lord. With that being said, the subject matter that we're about to address, I work in Rockville Center High School. Been there 38 years. I didn't want to take the energy out of this room. The music, the kings, the queens, the elders. I'm looking in this room and I really see so much enrichment and such a bright future. The people in this room, I don't think are the real people that I have to address because you're all culturally sound. That's why you're here tonight. But there's an element of us out there that are lost. I just did a social experiment at the school that I work at, which is comprised of other people other than ones that look like us for the most part. And a lot of our young people are considering themselves not equal to or less than their counterparts. That's an issue that needs to be addressed. We come from greatness. You'll hear this music. You see the people sitting around. You see, I looked at Miss Mom back there, up there shaking a little bit right there. I watched her, and you could see the richness on her face. I look around this room and I can see nothing but power. So on the 13th of February, on Monday night, the day before Valentine's Day, we're going to be addressing that inward. We're going to also be addressing what we think of ourselves. What do we see when we look in the mirror? So if anyone's interested in coming out for that, we're going to also have the resurgence of Hempstead Day. We're going to be doing it again in June, more than likely. We'll open the doors back up for that as well. But with that being said, like I said, I don't want to take any of the energy out of this room. I don't want to have it on a down note. I just want you to know that I love each and every one of you. I really mean that. When I look out here, I see nothing but family. And will you continue, please, to spread this energy that you have in this room right now? Continue to educate the young ones that are sitting side by side with you. I see her Uncle Greg. We go back 40 years. I'm 62. I'm not 22. I'm not 42. I am 62 years of age. This year I'll be 63, God willing. And the reality is, I love us. I've been fighting for us for over 40 years. And I will continue to fight because I think it's necessary, especially under the climate that we're under. I thank you so much for the time and the opportunity. We have a couple of flyers on the back table. Like I said, keep the positive energy going. Keep instilling and inviting one another to events like this that's going to uplift us. Not a handout, but a hand up. Raising one another, giving someone a backstory that will carry us from here to the end of time. God bless each and every one of you. Continue to enjoy yourselves and appreciate you. Thank you.
So we're going to go on to our next presenter, Red. I've known this gentleman a long time. I used to have a radio station in Uniondale, and he used to come down and always add his expertise. You know, we learn from the young ones. You know, the young ones are going to become the teachers, but the right ones. I don't like the word older. I always say I'm right? I'm not older, but we learn from the youth. I love to keep youth around me because they're constantly teaching me something when they don't even realize that they're teaching. So Reg, you're gonna come up. He's gonna do some spoken word. He does videography, photography. He just does so much, right? So here you go, Reg.
Thank you, La. Everybody give a round of applause.
And I appreciate. It's a couple. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a couple of speakers up. We're gonna end the evening jamming, right?
That's correct.
We're gonna have the youth come up soon, and I'm excited to see the youth play. I love it, right? They can't play nothing wrong. Okay? They all beat. I'm like, yes. Because we're gonna always support the kids no matter what, right? We're gonna pour into them. We're gonna follow them. We're gonna support them. We're gonna hug them. We're gonna say you did a great job, and all that good things we have to pour into our children. I have to just acknowledge a couple more people that's in the room. I have my brother and sister from Spin the Yard. They're based in Wandance. Put your hands up. Doing phenomenal things out there, okay? Phenomenal. Y'all know Wandance. They out there for real. They don't play no games. And they're here to support us. You see, it has to be a bridge and connection from community to community, right? And when you hear me say people, that's my brother, that's my sister, because you know why they're my brother and my sister? Because we have like minds and like hearts. And it's for the people. Even when it's hard, we don't give up on them. So it's like a network of greatness. I'm really excited about it. It's no color barrier with me as well. Because I deal in the brown and the black community, the white community, the Asian community. You'll see me running around and Flushing, you know, whatever. I do it in any community that needs help because everyone needs help. I need help, okay? May look all good, but I need help. I have my bad days. And sometimes I might call Sister Renita, like, I gotta figure this out. And she gave me some good information the other day. Because you know what? We have a problem with sharing what? Information. Okay, they know something. We smother it just like a fire and put it out before we grow with each other. And that's what y'all have to learn as well. What's in this room is a lot of greatness. A lot of greatness. And I just have to expand on that. I'm going to call up someone that I love to talk about kidney care and the need to be healthy. You understand? We're getting beat up. We're getting broke down, our health. Because without our health, we're nothing. But what's really striking in our communities? You see a lot of people going out to dialysis, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people in our families, a lot of people we love, or our neighbors. We see it out there. So I'm going to call Shamana up here. I don't have on my glasses, so I can't see through the crowd. But I'm going to call up here, and she's going to talk about the need and the importance of taking care of yourself. And FYI, this is one of my sisters, for real, sisters. I got to say, not a play sister, but this is my family, too. And what you see also in this room is that family support family, okay? This is what happens. I can't do this alone. I have to consult with my sister friends, then my sisters. You understand? Because it takes a lot to change generations of poverty mindset. Okay? So I'm going to bring my sister up, Shalom.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Shamana. I just started a non-for-profit, which I'm going to be launching in March. March is Kidney Health Awareness Month. The second Thursday in March is known as World Kidney Day. I've been working in dialysis for 27 years. And basically, I started out, I'm a dialysis technician, and God blessed me, and I moved up and I became technical supervisor. So I actually worked on the dialysis machines. I worked on the dialysis machines in addition to making sure we were state regulation. I worked at Mamami's Medical Center in Brooklyn, New York, and I just went out on disability recently. But my desire is for the community and for our community because African Americans, we are 3 to 4 times more likely to get kidney disease. Hispanic Americans are 1.5 times more. So why? What are the number 1 and number 2 causes of kidney disease? Anybody knows? Hypertension and diabetes. Why? we're eating our, I heard one pastor say, we're eating ourselves into the grave with a fork and a knife. So we all have to do better. Recently, I even was looking at myself. I'm like, goodness, I gained weight. I got to try to, work my weight down. And, stress. A lot of things happened during the pandemic. I worked during the pandemic. In addition to working during the pandemic, I was actually going to school. I went back to school to get my bachelor's degree. So I was able to get my bachelor's degree. But in addition to that, I had a son that was, running the streets, and just a lot of things were going on with him. And so, we have comfort food. We, and we just have all kind. We're not as active because we're tired. We're stressed out.
We like food in our family.
Yes, we do. We like food. We're tired. We're stressed out. And stress causes so many different things. Cancer. I was actually talking with someone recently, and they said that it could be a trauma when you was a child that could cause cancer in your body later on.
Yeah.
So it's really serious and it's really deep. So my desire, like I said, is to be a liaison between our community and the hospital or any other place. So I want to be there to answer questions or even be an advocate for the patients or for our community. Because I saw many times when I was working, at times there were patients that were restless, or, do we always trust what they tell us? No. So they would be quicker to call security on one of us than anybody else. And I would step in and say, sis, listen, you have to get your dialysis treatment, because if you don't, you're going to die. So we got to work this out. So I will go in between, because sometimes we will have, people that speak different languages. And, we get agitated. We don't know what you're talking about. And it's dealing with health, and we're scared. Basically, we're scared. So we get upset, we get agitated. So I try to be a liaison and speak up for them, but at the same time, give them a peace or give them a calmness. So that's my desire, to be a help in our community. I'm also going to be doing support groups for parents with incarcerated youth. My son is actually in a minimal secure facility. He started acting out, and just different reasons that led up to that. He had a trauma that I didn't know about, something he saw happen at a park when he was 12. Didn't know. All of a sudden, he started smoking. He started leaving the house in the middle of the night. And what I found out was that it was anxiety. And so a lot of people talk against mental health and wellness. We would say, leave Uncle so-and-so alone. He's crazy. That's what we used to say back in the days. Oh, leave Aunt so-and-so alone. But what about if somebody got Aunt so-and-so and Uncle so-and-so some help? So we have to look at that, and we have to think about that. So that's my desire, to help in our communities, help parents, because, my son, like I said, he's in a facility, but I actually told him, I'm going to fight you for you to save your life. Okay. So I told the judge, send him away. And I was okay with that. I was at peace with that. So I want to help other parents, because even while he's there in the facility, I had my own therapist and different people trying to pull in. It was hard for me to get through. Oh, I contact everybody. So they're tired of me. Actually, the parent advocate asked me, she asked me to be the parent liaison. And I said, yes, because every time I say something, I said, I'm not just talking about for my son. I'm talking about another child, because my son, when he got sent away, he was supposed to get his GED the next day.
stay connected. We have a very rich culture. We thank you very much. Just like to introduce you to my musical family. Mr. Paul Ramsey on bass. Mr. Sifu Kanene. Oh, I know you know about the diaspora. Okay. Queens. That's where he come from. South Africa, that's where he come from. Mr. Fred Berryhill. Where you come from?
I'm from the island, man.
Yeah, man.
Long Island, Hempstead.
Ooh-wee. Tommy Morimoto on saxophone. Yeah, the diaspora is wide, worldwide. Oh yes, yours truly, Chuck Fowler. You got some of that too, man. And me come from Harlem. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for, the very talented Miss LaShawn Lucas. Luce.
If I didn't love you so much, I would be mad, right? Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Can we get a little bit more energy? We have some beautiful black people here in the office. I love it. I love it. Tonight, we are bringing in a cultural explosion because so much is going on in the world. We have to remember that music heals. Music, we experience life through music, whether it's through jazz and hip hop and different cultural music as well, but we can feel it in our souls. You know, you come home after that long day, you put on some music, burn a candle, brings us down, right? Especially as ladies, right? But tonight, we're going through a journey. We're giving you an experience. This night is called the Jazz Experience. For those who have been to the First Fridays in the past, it's been a little different, right? We had to get a lady's touch on it, soften it out, have some appetizers, some hors d'oeuvres, some wine. That's the woman's touch, what we do, right? And that's what we're getting tonight. But one of the most important things that we're doing is that it's a celebration, but also it's about the history that we're creating today. What we do today is part of history when we wake up in the morning. And what we do tomorrow, Sunday, is part of that history. It's how we look at life. It's the different perspectives of the things that's going on. A lot of people have financial issues, family issues, job issues, right? But we're still here. Those issues never go away. They just change. What we can do is we can navigate through these different hard times by digging a little bit deeper. So that's why I'm here tonight, to bring a little different touch to it. Just a little bit about myself. I worked in different platforms in the entertainment industry. Not necessarily jazz. I love jazz though, but R&B, hip hop. But it's a connection because most of the samples you hear are what? Are jazz, right? So the songs that I heard growing up from the 60s or 70s, I hear it in the hip hop today. We have a lot of influences here in the room today. I have my family from Newsday. I have my family by blood. I have my families from Westchester. I have people that came near and far to experience this together, this togetherness we have in here. That's synergy, right? We have spoken word tonight. We have people from the community. I have a nonprofit that's located in Hempstead. It's called Cultivating Lives. I service majority of families, not just in Hempstead, but abroad, anywhere in the United States, if there's an issue, you put up the bad sign, we're there. We teach financial literacy and economic stability in our communities. We have other nonprofits here, as well as a lot of people in here that I care about dearly. So this is music, this is jazz. I'm excited. You guys are phenomenal. Give them a round of applause for that, right? And then we're also gonna, at the end, we're gonna have a couple of different things going on. We're gonna have a little intermission. You're gonna have some wine, some cheese, and all those good things. You're gonna drink with one finger up, right? We're gonna get a little bougie a little bit tonight. But it's about love and it's about understanding. This is the kickoff for Black History Month. We're losing a lot of our black brothers and sisters. So we have to collectively have accountability for ourselves. And we gotta protect each other. You know, you gotta look at the person next to you and say, I wanna see you next month, because we just don't know. We just don't know. So we're gonna get back into a little bit, the schedule changed a little bit. We had a little schedule, but sometimes you just go with the energy that's happening. You have Mr. Chuck here, he's phenomenal, you know. And I just like to say it's a lot of generations here in this room. I have like 4 generations of my family that's here in this room. I have my uncles, I have myself, I have my children and my grandchild. So that's 4 generations right here to enjoy this experience. That's just how serious we are. Family is everything to me. But guess what? You're my family too. Okay, each and every one of you. So come say hi, give me a hug, do all that stuff, see what you could do to help, see what you could do to be part of that change. And I just want you to think differently when you leave today. So with that being said, we're gonna go back into a small music selection. We have some spoken word from my young black brothers, because I support the black brothers. I love them. You know, I'm a mother of sons, you know. And we have to just embrace and hear what they have to say. So we're gonna go into another music selection, and then we're gonna bring on the rest of the performances. Thank you.
That journey is an inner journey. So we'd just like to take a moment, if you will, because in our community, we always culturally pay a tribute to our ancestors. So, can we all join in with that?
If we can clear our minds of the challenges of each everyday living and be present right here, right now, how do we
Feel inside. Can we be clear and empty? You know, like that glass that's kind of half full. But we would like to empty that empty that glass and pour new, fresh water in it. We'd like to have a better relationship with ourselves. Inside, can I be a friend of mine? First of all, can I experience what love and caring is in myself? And you know when I say myself, I don't just mean me. You know that. You said we're going to go on an inner journey for this beautiful occasion that has been facilitated by a young lady, which you will meet in a few minutes. And so, if you will, we'll just do a composition acknowledging our ancestors. Our ancestors upon whose shoulders we stand. A culture that we trust our young people will be aware of and carry it back. As adults, and I can safely say as elders, we work hard our entire lives, and it's nice when our family members, our children, can stand up and be responsible. Consciousness, a connection between intergenerations. We can improve our lives by being together. And this is what it's about.
Yes, you already know the vibes. It's Brad Hef, the voice of the belt. We here, Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came out in attendance. It's an ill jazz festival, jazz event that La Lux is throwing. You know what I'm saying? We here. Jay Vegas just killed the stage. You know what I'm saying? He does what he does every year, you know. And we just representing for the culture, for the people. You know the vibes. Yeah, you already know the vibes. We here live, Black History Month movement. You know what I'm saying? We here. Yo, how you feel about Black History Month? How you feel about Black History Month?
I feel, you know what I'm saying? I feel appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Every month.
He appreciated y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yo, how you feel about Black History Month?
I feel really good about it. It's gonna be a good 2023.
Yeah, as you can see, the youth is definitely in tune to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We here, live band, you know what I'm saying? Live entertainment, Black History.
something when they don't even realize that they're teaching. So Reg, you're gonna come up. He's gonna do some spoken word. He does videography, photography. He just does so much, right? So here you go, brother.
Thank you, Ron. Everybody give a round of applause to Ron. It's a beautiful event tonight. So many beautiful black people out here tonight. I'm just gonna get to it. I have a poem. My first poem is called Freedom. The state of being free, or at liberty, rather than in confinement, or under physical restraint. Freedom. See, I just want to be free from the land of the slaves. I want to see my people out of the chains. See, I just want to be free. No more killing my people. They murder us and say we're living illegal. See, I just want to be free from the chains, free from all the lies, free from looking my kids in the eyes, wondering will they make it to see the sunrise? Free, because they could be the next Trayvon Martin. Free, because I can't breathe, but they choking me harder like Eric Gardner. Free, even if it means my last breath. Free, because freedom usually is stalked by death. Free, and I'm just trying to concern my nation. But I never limit myself due to others' limited determination. See, I just want to be free. See, I just got to be free. See, I just need to be free. Peace. I need y'all help with this next one. I'm going to say, when I say I need to, I need y'all to say change. When I say you need to, I need y'all to also say change. And then when I say we need to, what y'all gonna say? Change. That's right. That's right. Let's try it out. I need to. Change. You need to. Change. We need to. Change. I need to. Change. You need to. Change. We need to.
Change. And I'm not talking nickel, quarters, and dimes. I'm talking being fathers to your daughters and keep your sons away from crimes. I'm talking this whole world getting in order because we so out of line. Before we run out of time, we need to change for the better. Treat our women like queens, because it's hard to be a king without a Coretta. We need to stay together, pray together, because united we stand and divided we fall forever. See, I need to change. You need to change. We need to change. So the youth could grow and the truth could show. Because who's to know what the future holds if we lose control and abuse our soul, well, lose our goal. So we need to change for what's right. Today for tomorrow. Because the way that we are only leads to pain and sorrow. So we need to change. I need to change. You need to change. We need to change. Because they quit putting chains around our brains. They start putting chains around our wrists to restrain growth. They entertain us with the rich and famous. So rather pick up a pen, we'd rather pick up a remote. You see, I need to change. You need to change. We need to change. Today for tomorrow. Because the way that we are only leads to pain and sorrow. So I need to change for what's right. Because it's a never-ending fight between what's wrong and what's right, the dark and the light. See the truth and the lie. See what's wrong and what's right is once you open your eyes and shine your light on the blind, you'll realize that it's real lies. And there's no surprise that we need to change. You need to change. So let's change. Thank you. This is my cousin Jay Vegas here. He helped me out with this one, being part of a group called POEMSTARS. You can follow us on all social media. POEMSTARS Entertainment. We do all types of community events. We do all types of events, bar mitzvahs, whatever y'all got going on. But now we're always trying to uplift. Like he said, you can follow us on all social media. POEMSTARS. You can follow me also, Jay Vegas 1000. Star Shots Photography. He do photography. I do photography. So if you need pictures for birthdays, weddings, divorces, whatever you need. That's a change. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. With Red, like I said, I call him, he's there. And that's the things that I love.
All right. Yeah. No one to me, no, but
Chuck, is that food I believe?
me,
Is that food I believe?
me got the feeling part of home.
Yes, sir.
Let me see what they're talking about. Doesn't it feel good to feel good?